Gonna do some Harstem coaching today, guys. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
What's your MMR?
1880-ish?
Ah, you went back up again.
Yeah, the last day and a half I've been going up.
Yeah, it's going well here. I had a couple of plans for us. So I was thinking it'd be nice if when I'm watching you today, anytime you lose, which is probably not going to happen, but if it does, that you ask your opponent if they'll play me after.
Ooh.
Because sometimes I just want to show you when I watch your stream and you play some games, you're sometimes not like sure maybe what could have been done, and then like if you're watching a game live and you can ask me questions, we can talk about things, and we can kind of, you know, go through what I can ask you questions during it. I'm not just playing, but you can I can ask you questions. What do you think the opponent is doing, etc.
Right. This is a situation I often find myself in. I have an expo, my opponent doesn't. Maybe I just want to fight, maybe we haven't fought. There's still some high tier spots on the map, like some red bad boys, you know, to creep.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid to engage into them because I have an expo.
Yeah. Well, you can just ask yourself, if I take this camp and my expo dies, can I then win? And if the answer is no, then you don't go for it. Then you go for his main when he goes for your expo.
And if he goes for the creeping, I can also go for his main.
Yeah. You should always go for his main.
I always stand at my expo.
Yeah.
I'm such a StarCraft player.
Yeah, you are. Can I show you a replay?
Yeah.
All right, so game started as many do. I go for Farseer, Headhunters. He's Archmage. This guy always fast expands. We're going to fast forward a bit. Saved every Headhunter. And when they're this low, I always get Troll Regeneration.
Okay.
Very valuable. Very good upgrade. It's 1 extra health per second. So then I only heal self the lowest ones and hope I don't get jacked within the next... This is like 6 minute 52. This is 6:54. Let me see. Yeah, you saw a glimpse of their health. So this is... We saw them at 52. They were all like deep orange.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like this. So Troll Regen is quite good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
I've been too standard with it. Actually, 5 days ago, I thought to myself, I should get this every game. It's so good. And then 3 days ago, I started thinking, I need to do it more situationally. So I figured this out myself.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So that's how I do it too, though I am a big fan of it. But yeah, I won't get it if they're all full life right now.
Yeah.
Right? And then I went Shockwave, even though usually it's War Stomp with Headhunters. But because he has an expansion, and it gives me options, Shockwave is much better for base trade. I decided to go for Double Bestiary, because he has an expansion. It gives me more raiders.
Double Bestiary is pretty all-in, right?
As you will find, it's not. Like if you can get a wrap on his Town Hall, then you can try to go all in with it. But usually the version that goes all in is either with a Firelord second or with Shadow, so that you can heal them while they're attacking tower. It can of course be with TC as well, but I think it's pretty hard to like all in, because if they call militia, then it takes another 40 seconds where you have trouble fighting. So I'm just putting pressure here. As you can see, I didn't clear any of the expansions yet, and I have a lot of money. So I realize now that my game plan actually is not working at all, right? I don't have an expansion coming up. Look at my face.
You're worried.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good. I have a lot of bank. I've got over burrow capacity. I have 1 attack upgrade on Headhunters, which is something I've been doing early every game. But yeah, where does it go from now? What do you think? Like, where do you think it should go from now?
This is a rough one as well. I'm sometimes in this situation where I have a lot of, I guess you call it momentum, but I didn't creep any of my expand spots. So you're kind of on the map. And you feel like an idiot if you go home now to creep just for your expansion spot, you know?
Exactly. So we don't. We go tier 3 so we can expo with a tiny.
Smart.
Right? Because expo takes 140 seconds, which is 100...
And tier 3 also, yeah.
Yeah, also. And then you make it in 20.
Yeah.
Right? So it cuts away the window of opportunity to cancel it, which is so large. And it freezes you on the map.
Yeah.
Because you'll have to always zone for your expansion. It's a really, really long time. That's 2 minutes of freedom for him.
Tier 3. What a good solution to a problem that I've actually faced.
Yeah, I've seen even when you are tier 3, you still don't use tiny yet. And you should. The maths, tiny costs 600. Normal, 385. 215 gold more. How much gold do you get per minute? Per second?
Is it just 10?
Yeah, 10. So 215 gold, 22 seconds. Yeah. So you're spending 22 seconds worth of single base gold more from no upkeep. And you get it 120 seconds faster than a slow Great Hole. Which means you earn 1,200 gold more earlier from it.
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Tiny Great Hole earns you 1,000 gold earlier. Yeah. But there are some downsides. If it turned out to be a bad placement, aka you place Tiny Great Hole, and that's when Happy shows up, which is always the case, because he feels it. He feels it coming. Right?
Yeah, he smells it.
He smells it. Then you can no longer do takebacks. Consider a slow Great Hole, despite having tier 3, to happen in one of two scenarios. One, you want to be able to have takebacks.
Yeah.
And two, you want to be, you don't have the initial investment available, the 600. Kind of a bad reason, but it happens sometimes. And three is, you do not currently have the opportunity cost affordance to send your hero home to go and place it.
Yeah.
But overall, in all other cases, in 95 or 85% of the time, you should Tiny Great Hole over Great Hole, if you can.
Yep. Okay.
That is if you are already tier 3. This is more gray area. Should I now go tier 3? But I decided to do it, and then I got my Raider stuck, so I have to pound Turtle out. Okay, so I also added a Sentry Ward. I saw you had a game against a Blood Mage.
Yeah.
One Witch Doctor would have been really nice there as well. Basically, anytime someone is doing something weaker than the meta... Oh, there we go. I do a slow Great Hole anyway. Because I'm not tier 3 yet. And I had to TP, so I'm here anyway.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to leave my base. But yeah, anytime you're against something that's weaker than the meta, you are maybe allowed to go for a Doctor. Because weaker than the meta is both more surprising what it is. It's both more surprising to learn what it is. Like, you don't know what it is, so you need to know what it is, and that Sentry helps with that. And it's also usually weaker in some form of way in that it doesn't rush you as well.
Yeah.
And so maybe you can afford it. Maybe it can help. So what would you do here?
In this particular game?
Against these two footies.
Against... Teleport back home. No, I summoned my wolves, sent them back.
Yeah. Yeah, and I made a Bat Rider and a Doctor to kill them, because Bat has siege damage, so he doesn't get defend blocked.
Okay.
Fast forward.
Wolves wouldn't have been good, or would have been fine?
No, I did all of it. Doctor, Wolf, and Bat.
Okay, serious.
Yeah.
You take it very serious.
I took it very seriously.
Yeah. That's probably good.
Here I just said I'll only focus heroes, no matter what. So I killed the Mountain King, and then Expo actually came up. I creep, and I base raid. So because of the sentries now, I guess you can't see my webcam, right? But because of the sentries, I see where he is. And from now on, I'm only going to base trade.
Sentries are so good for this type of stuff.
They're so OP, right? And what's cool is...
They are legit OP.
I've seen you make Doctors before I ever told you to make Doctors. And when you did, you had sentries everywhere. And I've almost never seen an orc that makes Witch Doctor and then places sentries as well or as enthusiastically as I do. I don't know why nobody abuses this, like even Lindfly, etc., until I saw you do it. So I thought, cool, he has a appreciation for vision.
Yeah, that was against the Blood Mage troll.
Oh.
Who tried going Invis Mortars.
Oh yeah, on Autumn Leaves.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, today against the Blood Mage guy, I also built a Witch Doctor.
Good.
Yeah. It just
was that on Last
enough.
Refuge?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But there were some things to discuss in that game. There's some, you had some problems.
I had a lot of problems in that game, yeah. That was a game where I went Shamans against the Blood Mage.
Yeah. Shamans against no Water Allies.
Yeah.
And so we have Pillage, so base trades are always better. We also have Shockwave, Chain Lightning. Then we play some stasis to slow him down more. And we have a fortified burrow that we try to repair cycle. So if you can, you don't always have to TP out. You can actually speed scroll out. And then you earned 255 gold compared to him.
Yeah, even more for the pillage, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just talking about the item exchange.
Okay, yeah.
255 gold cheaper.
And because of the infinite vision, you can always outmaneuver him very easily.
Yeah,
so now you just like you're map hacking.
We're waiting exactly as long until the final unit has no more vision of the right path.
Yeah.
And then
you just have stasis there. Oh my god,
stasis
this is so
in main,
annoying.
Stasis in expo, heal for free, save up units, Kodo jumps aura, demos burning oil, second ranged attack upgrade.
This is desk smashing inducing, no? You just
guess if he GG'd.
This is no guessing.
Eventually,
it's beautiful.
Eventually, I showed up. Right? He's like, yeah. I'm gonna clap your peons. I'm gonna clap it. he sees the burning oil. He's like, what the fuck is this?
87 supply of crap.
The best part is he has this spell, but he's completely frozen by the manly orc army.
Yeah, he's never seen this before. This is the first. Oh, adios, Alex. Maybe next time. Beautiful game.
But I was behind. He shouldn't have let me get a slow Great Hole get up, to be honest. He had a really big army, and I was kind of afraid. But then I started base trading with Sentry. So what human can do against this is they need tier 3, control magic, and a flying machine. Then they can take all the sentries away.
Control magic? Oh.
Spellbreaker control magic is now a tier 3 upgrade. It always was, but for a few sad years it was tier 2. It's reverted.
And they can take, then it's theirs.
Yeah, they can take sentries. And it's
theirs. Of course, they can just have a detector. And it's not that broken at all. They just haven't, they don't think.
Yeah. Well, they don't usually have tier 3. So then they can't control magic at all. But also, it resets the timer, the timed life, back to 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Fair is fair.
So then you have to remember where your sentries are to kill them, but then they take over your new ones anyway. So it's
Yeah, exactly. They'll always take it until you kill the flying, but then like they'll make another flying. And the best part is...
you need to get like bats or something.
Yeah, but it's not worth 1 bat for flying. No. Flying is like 90 or 100 gold.
Flying machines. They used to be called different, no?
Gyrocopters.
Was that just in Reign of Chaos?
Yeah. They changed about 6 names due to potentially trying to avoid copyright issues. Warcraft was originally maybe intended to be a Warhammer license game, but they didn't get given the license by Games Workshop, so they had to change the homework a bit. But they still had a couple of names that were potentially problematic, such as Catapult, Gyrocopter. What else? Wyvern. We still call it Wyverns, but they're Wind Riders now.
Yeah, it's a terrible name, Wind Rider.
Yeah, it sucks.
Much worse.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, as far as I know, these names are not copyrighted, but I think contextually within the knowledge that they built something and modeled something after a universe, I think that gave them cold feet a little bit more, and they just wanted to be certain that they're not so close with their homework.
I like it.
Yeah, there's no way Catapult could be copyrighted, but they just wanted to for the purpose of avoiding any doubt.
Is it because you also had it was Glaive Thrower and Ballista, right?
Yeah, Ballista, Glaive Thrower. That's right.
Well, what is it now? Glaive Thrower.
Glaive Thrower or Game Thrower
as well.
I call them Game Throwers.
They're that bad?
Yeah, they're bad.
I remember a game very long ago on Twisted Meadows where I think Moon put them in a Zeppelin.
I was just gonna say, Moon is the only one that ever won pro games with glaives, not in Night of Mirror. He would like beat Fury with glaive AP eating.
Yeah, yeah. It's so good.
Pretty recently, like back in 2K4.
Very recent.
Yeah.
All right. Should we play some games?
Yeah, let's play. Remember to ask them for a regame against me if you lose.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that.
Sometimes when I watch your stream, I'm like, move over. I want to show you.
Get off the PC.
No, but for real, it is I think one of the most educational things that you can have now is to be forced to watch a game against the guy you just lost to, especially if you're confused. If you're not confused and you're like, I always beat this, but now I lost, then don't bother, right? But more like if you think it's worth it. You don't have to ask it, but remember to maybe ask it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
It's a night elf. You can see it?
Yep, got it. Oh, so when I said let's go, you're already in game.
Yeah. I already clicked it. And I insta found the game as well.
Okay.
I've been going a bit back and forth on how I open against elf. I don't know what I like the most. I've been getting a lot of mirror image, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like it.
That's my first spell.
14 mil, 15 mil, both possible.
Yeah, I like 15 mil quite a bit.
One burrow or two?
What does that mean?
Against Night Elf, one burrow attack or two?
Oh, often one. Actually, I think I always do one. No, actually with 15 mil, I think I do two.
I've seen you do one sometimes.
I need to think about it. The one thing that feels weird is the voodoo launch timing. I don't quite know when to do that.
Post tier 2. You can't do it now.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, okay.
It's weird because it's bad to do it. And mirror image should never do it because that's part of the gain of mirror image is not to need it. So the problem is if you go for second burrow, you can creep a lot, but if you just creep a lot, power creep, then Keeper can show up and kill like a bunch of headhunters. So we want quick shamans to purge Keeper, usually. Nice that you have one peon on the left, so that you can block Immolation Demon Hunters. It's too far, the image, to block hits. You're taking too much damage on things that are not image. You have to attack it for a bit with both at the same time. Okay. That's fine. Just make another image. He didn't even get XP. When you split image, you need to attack your barracks with your grunt. Because there's no other targets for a bit.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Messing up a little bit now.
I like to take the shop now, usually. Oh, he's here. Check his item. Claws. Hit him with both if you're gonna hit him at all.
With both being
grunt
all
and blade. There's no need to save your grunt and then hit him only with blade.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
You present a unified front. In this case, since image is doing nothing, you should use it to scout his natural, check if he's making a tree of life near his main or whatever. You know, your image could have been going places. Okay, now we know some archer count. Get circlet, dust. Expect he creep jack you, so do not begin. Just get circlet dust and go hit him. Just hit him. Yeah. Keep hitting him with blade. You can't. Don't touch blade. You have heal self, so trading is okay. This is good. Okay, then you turn around, hit him with headhunter. Hey, you dust.
Oh, you actually do want to do that?
Yeah, kill it. Now you're back. Now you block with the healthy headhunter. Put everything in your main. Put it in one control group and block with the healthy HH. Get heal self. On the other side. Put one peon in burrow, one in the other. Repair with one or two. Block with peon. Okay. You can start hitting him. Load up your burrows. Max. Yeah. Okay, good. Don't let him kill Grunt. Okay, good. Let's heal up. Now, because you have to heal for 45 seconds, you should go somewhere far and not through the middle. Heal. Go bottom right or something.
Oh, okay.
And then get your second building ready. Okay, you're one peon down from usual, so maybe you want to remake a peon.
Did I lose one?
No, because you do this build, you have 6.
Yeah, okay.
And then get fortified defenses ASAP.
Fortified defenses ASAP.
Yeah, get it now. And send 1 peon to the tavern and back again. Yeah. Okay.
You saw me.
Yeah, you were seeing. So go to his shop.
This one?
Yeah. And he might be doing the Mer camp. So send image there. And creep this without image. By circlet. Items on shadow. Or 1 item is okay. Send image to his natural after. Yeah, there he is. Also, he's on Mer camp. Check him, check him. It's Naga. Check him, keep checking.
Creep jack him?
No, keep checking. That's a dangerous miscommunication. Yeah, you can creep jack him, you have hacks, but he's level 2. Don't need to, see where he goes next. He's already kind of done. Make sure to make unit. Do you want totem or not?
Sure.
Creep this to your right, to your right, to your right. Economy of movement is very important, so if you are here, you must take this. Next image, you check his natural and then his main. Your radar may die. Yeah, just cancel totem, it's fine. Make Grant. Since he's like attacking with a lot, he can make a Grant. He'll solve your blade. Mentally prepare for buying heal potion. There's no rush. Safe shop for sure. Hex, demon, and speed scroll on the rest. Speed scroll attack move. And then save any unit that he's attacking. Buy heal pot. Hex, demon. Yeah, give heal pot, give heal pot. Okay, just keep running him. Make units. Headhunters on the dryads. Blade is needing to attack. Hex, do you have Hex? Mana pot, Hex, demon. Kill that. Heal pot soon, need it. Use your raider. Heal wave, heal wave, heal wave. No, you can. You don't have to use it. Don't use it. Then get the Naga. Don't let him get away. Just went to get a cup of tea at the shop. Watch the replay.
I got served a little bit too hot there. Well played. Intense game.
Yeah,
this is the first time where my hands kind of did what your voice told me to.
Yeah, true. Oh, I'm on display capture. Huh? What? Oh, I was capturing Discord. Okay, cool. I was capturing the wrong thing, but it worked. Yeah. Watch replay?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, your hands listened well. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been feeling that a lot the last week, where it's like, you know, there's some speed to things finally, but sometimes the brain doesn't know what to do yet.
It's beginning to believe.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't see it yet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to do it again. My bad. Got it now?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I got it. Pop out. Work complete. Yep. Yeah, let's watch it fully from his perspective, since we know ours. His main, check his main. Yeah, so we don't spend a lot of time yet on what enemies want and know and how they do things. Part of your MMR leveling up and your skill increase will also be on recognizing enemy trends, which we haven't focused a lot on yet, which is fine. we'll build our own strength first. Just a small note. There's a couple of ways to build Knight of Base. This is the old version with one-gapped openings that do some wisp block. And then the other one is the semicircle.
And then the thing in the middle, you can put it there.
Yeah. Either you put the AO dubs in the middle, or they TP and they hold the gap with the demon, and they're unassailable and they're ranged.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of... This is the old style.
Yeah. Yeah, I recognize this. I haven't seen this in a while. Most people, they do the...
Yeah, that's the new one. This is an old school player, which is why his hands were so slow. So he lost
Poor
his
guy. He's catching strays here. Playing one game every 3 weeks. He comes back and he's sweaty nerd.
He's got 6K salary. He's got nothing to be unhappy about. He hadn't picked his skill yet. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
So if you were not there, what happens? Maybe he
runs in with immolation.
Yeah, has that ever happened to you yet?
Yeah, it's happened to me yet.
You like it?
No, I don't particularly enjoy it. No. But this burrow can defend it, right?
Yes. By the way, I would put this burrow against the elf 1 slot to the right.
This one?
Yeah.
1 slot to the right, okay.
And technically, infrastructurally, it could be 3 slots to the right. It's still a wall off.
Okay.
Not 2, but 3. Like all the way till it's corner to the Great Hall. I think 3. Yeah. But this is kind of a brazen burrow. 1 or 2. Okay. Okay. 1 or 2 to the right would be fine. And I'm not a huge fan of your 3rd burrow location, but it was okay because you have fortified defenses.
Okay. This is also the first time I got that upgrade, by the way. Like
really?
This. I mean, I've gotten the upgrade, but not
like this.
Yeah, this was crazy to me. I was going, whoa, before the tech?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that is new to me. I kind of liked it, you know?
Technically, it should be Bestiary Totem. But because you have 2 burrows in front, I'm feeling uncomfortable. Because when he does a demon and 6/7 archer rush, and you just TP'd out, well, you ran away, he ran away or something, but your blade and your grunts are all really, really low, right? And then I told you, you're going to heal solve, and you're going to walk somewhere far, because heal solve takes 45 seconds.
Yeah.
So if you heal solve and you go near, you're essentially doing 200-300 damage to yourself.
Yeah.
While creeping something that was conveniently close for later, more healthy adventures.
Yeah.
So anytime you have a red unit, it's nicest to go across the map and take something away from him that later he could have. I can hear that it makes sense.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of this at all yet, the concept.
This is pure heal solve efficiency consideration. You don't even want to let it turn invis the moment you see it starting, because you're missing so many hits.
Yeah.
When should you typically get 45 defenses? Someone asked in chat. Anytime you're willing to not... No, anytime you are deciding you're not going to defend your base if he attacks. If you don't get 45 defenses, and an attack could come based on logical expectation, on experience, and you're not there to defend it, you will lose the game if you don't have it. So you get it in order not to lose the game, and then allow yourself to leave your base to do anything at all. Unless you want to gamble. Like, maybe he won't attack.
Yeah. That makes sense. Where would you like to have this battle?
To the top right of your war mill. There, yeah. And why is that nice? When his demon goes in, and he comes to chase you down, then the 3rd burrow will, just like where it is now, will also help protect for deep penetration into your base. But what happens is, if he's strong enough and he shows up, let's say he's Demon 3, worst case scenario. Demon 3, 3 stat items, Naga behind it, 8 archers, and he builds a shop in your base.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is he's going to attack your burrow first, and you will lose it, and then he will attack your 2nd burrow. And then you will lose that too. And if you don't have that burrow, he will kill the burrow, and then he will try to kill your shop. But shop has fortified armor. So shop is a better loss. Even though you cannot afford to lose it, it will take longer. The more burrows you put to the front, the more implied odds he has to do an insanely all-in strat and then get paid off. We don't want him to get paid off.
Yeah.
Let's watch his view. and his base. You are not looking at his base because you're not expecting to see much. So it is a Hunter's Hole. It's 3 Moonwell, which means he cannot actually like fully heal up again if he drops low. This is, by the way, unacceptable, Mercamp. So let's take the Fog of War off and understand our pattern. So obviously, I asked you to go far. You were low. He knows you are still low. Like technically, even if you went mid, see what would happen if you went mid to your natural.
He would have won the game.
You will meet him now, and everything gets cancelled. Then you need to heal self again. It sucks.
Yeah. What happens though if he attacks me?
Well, where's your fortified? Not started, right?
No.
Yeah, that was a risk. I consider that to be... Yeah, it is possible. It is possible. But he was level 1. I think because he's level 1, I'm not expecting he's going to attack. And usually, while they're harassing you, AOW is moving into a certain location. Pause. And usually, while they're attacking you, they're moving Ancient of War into a certain location. And part of you playing against Elf is to judge their opening AOW location. Did you know where it was? Did you know it's... Yeah, you know, because I asked you to click his item. And you did it for like a microsecond. Did you see it in that time? Or did you just...
I saw claws. Yeah, I saw claws.
Okay, that was pretty fast, right? You saw claws. Yeah. You only showed it for like a micro moment. And we saw claws. And therefore we know that he did his... the Troll 4. The 3-3-4.
Yeah.
Right? So because we know...
Well... You knew.
Okay. Okay, you could know because this drops a tome.
Okay.
Go to the next count.
This one?
This one. This drops claws plus 8, I think.
Okay.
Right, it's way too good, and there's no AOW. This drops a slippers and a tome.
Slippers and a tome.
Okay, so because he has claws, he has an Ancient of War in a location. Which 3 camps are near it? For him to walk it. They always do it. If they don't do it, they're bad, and we don't care about being wrong against bad. Therefore, they're 100% doing it. It's either here or there or here. Which one's the best? This one. And therefore, it's here because they're greedy. Of course, they want to be efficient. Yeah. It's not really needed for the natural expansion. Therefore, it's here, and that means that now, when you arrived, you could have gone there instead on Faith. But if you do, you will stop him from getting the Troll 6, for sure, but he will also hit you and you'll start getting hurt. And he's not really getting hurt because of Ancient of War. So you need to like linger there, in and out for 30 seconds. You'll sustain damage. You'll do little damage. You will stop him from creeping it, and it might be worth it. But it would have to be on your intuition that he's here. I thought he's here, but I figured it's safer to let you check and creep, because that's guaranteed value.
Yeah.
So now you could try to react. Like, this would be another option. We could run there immediately, but we don't have speed scroll. So it's a bit risky to run into a Naga. I heard that telltale frost arrow sound. Shadow is showing up, which means you could start hexing and focusing Demon Hunter.
Okay.
Or Naga.
That's what you would do. You just right-click Demon.
Yeah, there's actually 3 things you could do. You could go for the Naga, you could go for the Demon, or you could hex the Demon and then just go for the archers. And we hex the Demon because it only costs 20 mana.
Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because if you don't, what happens then?
Yeah, he's gonna mana burn us.
For 50. And hex is 70. Yeah. So, and the cool thing is, it's kind of like a noob cheat code. You don't need it. Sure, I don't need it. But if you hex, speed scroll, and A move, then the demon gets ignored because Critter has no attack prio.
Ah.
But it's nice for bronzies. If you take all your grunts, blade, shadow, headhunter, and you A move onto the elf, and then you hex demon, he will be ignored, which is exactly how you want your army to behave because he has the highest armor. We want to get to the archers. Killing archers is probably the best, but keep in mind that when that happens, Demon Naga will pick a target to kill as well, so you're going to be trading.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm happy that we have fortified here.
Me too.
Yeah.
Boy.
And
that's nice for me.
Technically, Raider is better once you have Ensnare, but Walker would have been better before Ensnare.
Yeah.
Walker is very all-in resilient because of the spread. But Raider is, of course, nice in the aftermath. Okay, I want you to look at the amount of hits that Blade is not getting in the fight when he could have got them on anyone. So far, you're getting hits non-stop. You tried to give heal pot, but then you also moved, so Shadow failed. You're trying to get through the archer, now you go around. This is 100% necessary escape. I'm not judging any lost hits. I'm only talking about how many hits you could have that you didn't have. He's trying to block, you give heal pot, pause. Right after heal pot, you could start hitting back again. Because he's not going to die anymore. You have a lot of rings. And the rest of your army is fighting. So the idea is, if something is dying that may not die, you run it. But then the moment you have saved it, then maybe you should start fighting again. The same concept, basically, when his demon level 1 came against your Blade, Grunt, Mirror Image, Headhunter at the start. You sent a 400 health, you sent a 400 health Grunt away, while your 400 health Blade was hitting the 400 health Demon. If you're gonna fight, everything fights. Which means Blade would fight now. Of course, there is some risk. He could start hitting it again, but then you're getting free hits while he's chasing. And now he's getting hits on your Shadow Grunts while most of your damage is AFK. You could, of course, do this and be like, I'm going to heal Sol for a bit. And maybe that's the play. But I would say a good player will probably put one Skeleton Archer on your Blade, deep into your base, which means you are not getting any heal Solves.
Yeah, so this is a cheat code.
Yeah, and keep in mind, when he's doing an attack like this, we know he hasn't got TP already because he lost it early game. He is doing a level 2 attack. Usually, people try to get like a power spike like level 3. He's, by the way, he completely screwed himself over. He could have like 5 Dryads soon, but he decided to go tier 3. So the story that his move is making is I'm Archer all in, I'm Dryad all in, both of his plays. But his strategy play didn't actually follow the story of his behavior. Or if this is his strategy where he's going for bears, then he shouldn't be attacking. So he didn't have a clear vision of what he should be doing. He's more clueless than you are about, you know, how to make your strategy fit what you're actually doing and manifesting. He's got a lot of gold, doesn't have enough lumber, went tier 3, but he has no way to use it. So it's a bit strange. Now, but
you know what I think happened?
What happened?
I think he started thinking, like you start thinking with like the second head, you know? You get a cool item and you get excited. It's like, oh, Book of Death.
Yeah. So
run across the map. Let's see what that does if I press it.
You know what he should have done? Use Book of Death to creep Laboratory and buy a Shredder.
Really?
Yeah, you can absolutely just creep with Book of the Dead. It's 5 summons. 6 maybe.
It used to be 8, no?
Yeah, it used to be 8. You remember that? It was like insta burrow kill because back then we had no fortified burrow at tier 2. So you would just move into a burrow and it would be a full surround of 8 skeletons.
Oh, it's very powerful.
You are being attacked, not with the power of all in. An actual Night Elf attack at higher level will feel so much more difficult than this one. And this was already a bit difficult for you. But you'll be better as well. But normally, this behavior that he's attacking again must be met with a full response. This is why I asked you to make a grunt. And that was not a one-time thing either. You should be making more. Because he's still essentially here.
I don't want more raiders, right? I just want more grunts.
You can have more raiders because we've seen our first Dryad. And if you had raider and used it, and you have a raider and you could use it, then that berserker wouldn't have got away from your blade 15 seconds later. Yeah. One thing I've seen you do in a lot of your streams and games, you ensnare up upon first meeting, which is fine if you focus it, but if you don't focus it, then you don't have to ensnare it.
Yeah, that makes sense as well.
Yeah, so we ensnare and we start focusing. Even if ensnare passes and the unit doesn't die, we used it to deal damage. That's okay. Or you save ensnare and you ensnare a unit when it's half-life. The moment you know, and you will, finish it.
Yeah.
The moment you know that you can and will finish it.
Yeah.
Now, remember I said you need to use peons in defense when you're being attacked. If lumber allows for it and if the attack feels serious enough. All hands must help now. So usually what I do is, if I do decide to fully repair the shop, which you don't need to, but you could also shift A click it to the left afterwards.
Yeah.
Then it's a queued action.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. So Blade, you do heal salve him, which is cool, and then you were like, maybe I shouldn't get it cancelled, so you're missing attacks.
Yeah.
Can go 1 time speed. Oh, look at the blade. Look at the blade. So maybe you targeted him, but is missing a bunch of hits. It's also fine to just finish off the skeletons. Mana pot. Nice to not save it. It's very... Normally I don't like using Greater Mana Pot on level 1 Shadow. But you gotta use what you have at a moment like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, pause. Completely unacceptable to not get an ensnares around here. Be it on Demon, be it on Naga. I don't know if you remembered that you already had ensnare, but this should only take one time normally. And even if the first ensnare fails, you could still press F2, get a clarity and a speed scroll. Because, yeah, actually, I think in this moment I forgot, but he has no TP. We didn't check for staff. We didn't click his heroes. But at least one should die, and technically both should die. Because you could buy a mana pot on Shadow, which will be available for cooldown again. You've got the same movement speed. Your heroes are 320, 320. Demon is 320, and Naga is 290. So if you buy a mana pot and you have an ensnare and the threat of another hex in 10 seconds, you know theoretically both heroes must die by your hand, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And now they did die.
But not by,
not by my hand. Yeah, that's not good.
Body blocks need to be better. You were just hoping a crit. And then you actually went... You would have had another hit, you know. You had a chance for a crit.
Really?
You had a chance for a crit, but you walked too far south. You could walk southwest. He went southwest, you went south, and then you missed an auto attack. And this was almost not a surround. The Blade Raider have a really big gap, but I think he just got caught.
Yeah, I got double caught.
And keep in mind, when he quit, he probably had 1,000 gold, 90 wood, and tier 3. You can't see it when someone is left, but with 64 speed. How did he die? The creeps were not done yet, so he died to creeps. He walked in hoping, thinking maybe it's nighttime or the creeps are dead. Remember, it will end before you can press pause. Okay, good. Check his money. I think he made one dryad.
Upgrade
bear training. Yeah, so he ends the game with 1,000 gold.
Yeah, it's a lot of cash in the bank.
Yeah. I think you're right, actually. I couldn't even guess why he attacked. You're right. It's because of Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
It's like the ring and what? Golem. The ring betrayed Golem.
Couldn't help himself.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Nice.
You won, therefore you may play again.
Yeah.